Fellas, you ever feel like you need a little boost in the bedroom? Lord knows I do. It's time you stop worrying about your performance and get Hims so you can feel confident knowing you can get hard and stay hard whenever you're in the mood, and I'm in the mood a lot. The process is 100% online, so there's no need for uncomfortable doctor's visits. No insurance is needed, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. Now that's just lit. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/chaser. That's HIMS.com/chaser for your personalized ED treatment options. hims.com/chaser. The products mentioned are chewable compounded products which are not approved by or verified for safety or effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan. Yo, all my entrepreneurs out there, sometimes it's difficult to keep things organized when you're selling and you got addresses and prices and sizes and shippings and all that. And that's why I use Shopify. We at Goody Brand use Shopify. We really do in real life. I'm so serious, okay? Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/chaser, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/chaser to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/chaser.
Don't know if you got a girl. Hey. Don't mean nothing. Just like you're not in my world. This is why I'm a podcaster. Hey.
Fire. Let's go.
We knew where you were going, though.
Thank you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to No Chaser Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu. I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blades.
So Ricky Shucks is just caught in the lift right now. A little traffic on the way here.
Yes, the black man.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna think it.
No, because it's normally me who's late. So I'm just happy it's not me.
But it's okay. We got a very special guest here right now. She actually owns this whole studio. We've been using for the past year and some change or so. I'm not even sure how long it's been, but it's been a while.
I'm so excited y'all are here now.
Well, hey, man, let's talk about the whole thing. You do so much. You got your own podcast. You own this studio. You got shows. You doing all that shit. Make some noise for Weezy.
Yay! Oh my God, we love her.
We really do. We really do. First of all, Rick is a little late because you made us do this shit mad early.
I'm so sorry.
You fucked everybody's shit up with this last minute audible. See, we were supposed to do this at 11:30.
Would you get on time if it was 11:30?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I would have been late.
But it's 9:30 in the morning right now, 9:50, whatever. I was struck. I didn't even get to really wash my face this morning. I had to get baby girl ready for school as I was watching my boy, and then had to grab some sweats real quick, pick up her ass. Rick's on the way.
I'm down the street. Let's not be dramatic.
Oh, I was going to say, this is off the plane?
No.
Oh.
I just woke up like this.
Yeah, she partied, fell asleep in that dress. But we're here now. Made it happen for you because you are a very elusive person. It's hard to get in touch with you. Yeah. So I had to take advantage of this situation.
Oh my God. I will come on all the time.
No, that's not true.
When I'm in LA, I'm so bored with nothing to do.
That's so, no.
My boyfriend lives in New York, so I don't have dick here. It's just my parents. So it's like, what else am I going to do? And I don't really like going out in LA.
Dog, every time I see you post anything LA related, I'll say, maybe I don't have the right number as well because I'll text you and I DM, I'll be like, you in town, what's good? Let's knock out an episode. That shit don't ever get read, ever.
We have to do a Sex Cells episode together.
Sure, I'd love to. You got more seasons of that?
I'm just really trying to diversify my,
Oh, get some Asian?
Just a little too many black people.
Oh, literally, yeah.
No lie, when we had our first white business on the show, they were like, oh, this is literally the minority. Like, it was crazy.
I mean, I try to get more white people on here when I can.
Is we?
It's
white girl
it's few and far between.
Yeah.
we on the grid. Yeah, that was a recent one. Yeah. I try to get some whites in there.
Normally when I'm not here is when you fill in with other people.
I gotta get something in there to be like, oh, it's a white girl. What's going on?
Who are people's favorite type of guests? Is it like when you guys have comics? Is it when you have what is it?
I say people's favorite. Well, the comments, the faithful listeners, they will say we love it when it's just y'all three.
Yep, that's a good podcast.
You know, they just
I hate guests on a podcast that I love.
And that's the thing about it is,
sorry, y'all.
No, you're great. They will say that.
When
they like us. And so a lot of their favorite episodes are usually people we already fuck with and know in real life. You feel me? So I hate bringing on like people I don't know. Like just today, this girl I know who books people was like, hey, I need to get blah, blah, blah on your show. He does music. I'm like, probably not.
You know what it is? When you have a show like that where people love the host so much, your guest has to fall into the host world. And the problem is that podcasters start interviewing the guests about shit your audience don't give a fuck about.
I know.
Yeah.
I just want to see, like, when y'all are on decisions, I just want to see no chaser in that world. That's why they're, you know what I mean? Like, because if they don't know you, they're like, okay, well,
They're like, what's going on?
I try to encourage people all the time, when you're a guest on someone's show, stop trying to promo yourself so hard and just be yourself. Then they'll follow you.
Yeah.
And that's what fucks me up too is, I tell people, I'm like, hey man, we're not really an interview. We try to be more conversational, but when I got someone on here and I don't really know them like that and I don't feel like researching these motherfuckers, I'm like, so what you working on? You know what I'm saying?
And then Rick and I are sitting here going,
so we try to bring it around to have a conversation, but that's why I'd rather not bring on like people I don't know,
Yeah.
But I know you. And we actually met at a Spotify dinner for like podcasters and shit.
the one that I wasn't able to go to.
Damn, bitch,
supposed to be
move.
there.
I know. Trust me.
No, it was really him and Ricky. And you see that, again, by the way, it's a full circle moment of how white spaces are. That was why I started talking to him and Ricky.
Oh, really?
Like, and just on my own.
Yeah,
work.
you see a little diverse face and you're like, let's
Connect.
we should talk.
Yeah, you're like, come here.
Yeah.
Like for Spotify to invite all these creators, and there was, maybe I would say 95% white. And no shade to Spotify. I'm sure they'll have a black division one day. But it's crazy because when you pull in numbers, but you know that you're such a small fish in this pond of podcasts. Like it's crazy because to our audience and our fans, they feel like we're them.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, it really made me feel like low-key small. I spoke to like 3 people at that Spotify dinner that record here, and they were like, okay.
You're like, you recorded mine.
Fuck up the audio.
Really? That's so funny. It's interesting because on the reverse side of that, me and Rick, we didn't even realize, like when I got invited to when No Chaser got invited to that dinner, we were like, oh, people fuck with us on to the point where Spotify would recognize us to invite us to a dinner. Like we didn't realize it was popping like that. You know what I'm saying? So when we got invited, we're like, oh, okay. Oh, we're doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we definitely, and same vibe, right? It's like, yeah, when you go to a dinner like that, you're kind of scanning the room to like, who's not lame?
Who looks cool?
And birds of colors flock with each other.
You know what's so funny? Just thinking about, I don't know why this is making me think of this, but during this election, my homegirl calls me. She's black. She's like, bitch, the Latinos don't fuck with us. And she's like, the Asian vote coming in, we got to see where we land. I was like, okay, well, it's a certain type that's going to be on our side. And I was like, it's fucked up, but that's really how black people feel.
Yeah.
Because, when you're like going through such a tough time watching the election happen, I think everybody feels like, who's not for me? And I generally cling to people of color because I feel like we might be on the same team. It could be any space. I could be on an airplane and I just start looking at a random...
You're like,
yeah.
you understand what's happening here.
I do that with hot people too. I feel like we're one of a kind.
Hot people? Yeah. It's a gift and a curse to live like us. You know what I'm saying? If people want to judge us for, they think all we can do is be hot and they don't think we can be smart and shit.
We can just be hot. That's fine.
I have a lot of hot, dumb friends. And I kind of like, we don't talk a lot, but we'll go party.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Outside friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or people you just, you said you got a boyfriend in New York. You said.
Wait, what's the guy version of like a hoe friend for a woman?
A hoe friend as far as like someone you do stuff with?
Because like I feel like women need a hoe. Like, I need a hoe friend in each city. Like if I have to go to Miami for work, who's that one hoe I know and she got the plug everywhere? We eat for free somewhere.
Oh, word. Oh, a guy version. It's just, every dude has a homie who either is a club promoter.
Yeah.
Or in a city or like.
Or a trapper.
Or I was going to say, or a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying?
I love a drug dealer hang.
Yeah, you one of those.
know everybody.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah. Okay. Fun. Yes. Very fun. I try not to
do anything. Tim does nothing. Tim does not go outside.
Nowadays, I don't be outside at all unless it's a bag involved.
When's the last time you and your wife like had a wild night? Went out.
I want to say
not when the last time we got pregnant. I'm like
last time we had a wild night. I want to say New Year's 2000. What year is this? 2024.
Jeez.
Shit, this had to be like before we got married. So we got married like 6 years ago.
God, you're lying right now.
Everything, bro. We don't be having wild nights, especially now. Last wild night was like the New Year's. We turned up in Hollywood, and my fondest memory of that night is we were both drunk. She don't even drink anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's keep a glass of wine and be chilling. But we got drunk, and I was like, I would love to. How fun would it be if when you sat down to pee, I pee in between your legs?
That's so much fun.
Yes. And she's like, let's do it. And I'm like, oh, you are amazing. And so we stumbled into a hotel room drunk, peed in between her legs. And made sweet love. No, I'm just
I thought he was gonna go with something like we were in the club and we did XYZ.
No,
I wasn't ready for pee-pee, but okay.
Tim's definition of a good time is very different than most
Are you a
people's.
pee-pee girl too, Nikki?
Pee-pee girl?
Pee-pee girl. Are you a pee-pee girl?
Don't pee on me. Don't pee in between me. I don't understand that.
You're not there yet. I thought the same thing.
I was like, let me hold it. If we've been together, look, I haven't been in a long relationship in a while to where I want to do those types of things. But yeah, like, maybe my last relationship was like 6 years ago. We were together, then that's fun. Yeah. But not no random. I'm not asking you want to pee in between my legs? No.
Yeah, okay, that does feel like, it's almost like it's not sexy anymore. It's like, let's do something crazy.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't
That's how you spice it up.
No, you know what's crazy? My first little pee-pee time was New Year's.
Okay, word. Wow, look at us. This year.
2024, we were in Tulum, and there's an outdoor bathtub.
Amazing.
And I was naked in it waiting for the water to fill up. And it was kind of like, oh, the sound's making me have to pee. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I like lifted my neck up just so it wouldn't get in my mouth. And then he noticed what I was doing. He was like, nah, open that shit. And I was like,
oh, you see, you talking about you got peed on. In your mouth as well.
Yeah, it was supposed to start off with just a little in-between pee, but then it got, I didn't say in my mouth, Tim.
But it's
you tried to move it from getting in your mouth.
Well, it didn't.
And your orthodontist was tightening your braces, and he was like, "Hey, man, you got pee on these braces because them shit's getting rusty."
I just got that. By the way, I had a partnership with a linguistic braces company, which means it's behind the teeth, so people can't see it.
Okay.
So, and it was free.
Yeah.
This is how much I love sucking dick. I got these free braces. I was like, this is so great, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He was so terrified. He kept getting soft. And I literally started to cry. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, you don't want me anymore. I was in between his leg with a gummy dick in my hand, like, you don't care. You don't want me to suck your dick? He's like, no, baby. I just got to get used to it. Because think about it. Yeah. The braces, everybody's already scared.
You got metal.
But if you really think about it, inside behind the teeth.
So you had the bar, the metal bar?
It looks like a retainer.
Oh.
But it's a new type of braces. I took them off 3 days later.
Yeah.
These were $8,000. And my homegirl kept saying, damn, bitch, you couldn't have saved that $8,000. I was like, no, I got to suck that. I'm not going to lose my man. Right. He chose these little big overbacked bunny teeth.
You know what? You are a real one for that.
It was.
I think I would appreciate that for sure.
That's love.
Yeah. Braces, the metal braces get the stigma of like, oh, is she going to cut your dick? It's not at all, really, because you curl your lips over your teeth for the most part anyway.
Now, eating pussy has been a little.
Oh, I can understand. I can see that. Yeah.
My first time eating pussy, we were in a threesome a month or so ago.
Okay.
And I had.
This was your first time ever, and it was a
no. Sorry, my first time eating pussy with the braces.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say I've ate a lot of pussy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, will I still be good?
Yeah.
And both of them talked about how like awkward I was because I kept making jokes. I'm like, they call it a box cutter. Ha ha ha. And
like, yeah, that's.
And we had just met her, and like thank God she was dope because I was really nervous. Yeah. So I kept trying to like wait to eat the pussy when they were kissing or something. So like she would look at me because I was really down there like this.
Yeah. You didn't want her to see the fear, the apprehension in your eyes.
No, it was bad.
You just take the blanket, just put it over yourself.
But now I'm a pro.
Okay, so you got it done. You've evolved. You've learned the different.
We weren't supposed to talk about sex. I'm sorry.
No. We had a previous conversation where I was like, I'm trying to do less sexual things. I do some sexual things.
Once he started saying pee-pee, I can't.
I'm just saying I didn't want. We had a conversation off camera.
Okay, how did that go? Because literally, if you tell Tim we're not going to do something, he's going to end up doing it. Just because you told him not to, and now his brain is thinking about not doing it, so now we're doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the red button now, boy. But no, it's because I brought up how I was talking to Kazumi about a year or so about like, yo, we should do like a podcast, like a separate one, right? She was super down, but I'm like, but here's the thing, No Chaser is already pretty sexual in nature, so that's why I didn't want to like have a No Chaser sexual podcast and do a Kazumi, like straight up Kazumi podcast.
Kazumi is really smart though, and she needs a podcast that actually isn't about sex.
You know what? That's facts.
We've talked about her close friends. If you're on her close friends, she writes eloquent
bitch will write a novel.
paragraphs.
I got a screenshot it, hold my finger like,
yes.
Yeah, no, I'll be swiping. I'll be trying to look at
She's
titties.
so well written.
I put Kazumi in the LenaThePlug box for 2 reasons. LenaThePlug to me, before I met Kazumi, was an entrepreneur in a way that I saw that people couldn't understand. Like, they're consistently calling this woman a whore, even though she's a mom, made a separate mother page. Yeah. Like, all of this shit. And then when I found out, because I interviewed her for Sex Sells, that she bought a home for contract, like people to rent out to shoot porn out of and content.
Oh, shit.
And like, that's how the mortgage is paid and a surplus.
That's lit.
Who the fuck thinks of that?
Yeah.
And Kazumi just starting different brands, branching out, weed, marketing, the way she connects with her fans, like they're just very special and one of a kind. And I believe they'll do this forever.
No, she's done something as far as like porn girls go that I don't think anybody's ever done.
What's that?
No, I'm just saying in the way she's marketed herself and branched off and been able to like take it way beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Like even like regardless of what the brand is, she's like you said, she's so much more of an entrepreneur than just the porn shit, you know? She's taking it next level. She's
one of the new girls. I've interviewed a lot of old school porn stars, and something I love about Kazumi is she's one of the new girls that made me believe her. Like, she seems overtly sexual in a way where you're like, this has to be fake. But I went to a sex party, the super high end, like $10,000 for a couple party.
Yeah.
First person I see when I get off the elevator in New York is Kazumi. And I was like, oh my God, hi.
Not even filming.
No.
She genuinely just loves it.
I was like, what are you doing here? And she's like, I don't know, I might get some dick or something. What are you up to? And it was just, I was like, wow, this is really you. Like, it's not fake.
Yeah, no, she loves it.
Okay, let's talk normal stuff.
Well, no, I was going to say, speaking of Sex Sells.
What is that? What is normal stuff?
Speaking of your show, Sex Sells, on Fuse, shout out to Fuse. You know, I seen you do some crazy shit on there. Like they had you. Well, tell us about that show real quick for people that don't know.
So Sex Sells is a show I did with Fuse. I'm on season 4 in the summer, but season 1 was crazy because I'm just a podcaster that talks about sex, but I knew I wanted to make a show about the business of sex because something that I experienced while doing Whorible Decisions were people making me feel like this wasn't a real job. And I was like, no, I want to like cover entrepreneurship in this way. So the show is all about exploring sex businesses. I've done things from doctors that do reconstructive surgery. My best friend got his dick bigger with Botox.
Botox?
That was funny. Oh, I remember when they were shooting it up because he was completely numb and he was like, oh, bitch, I love you, girl, because this is great.
Oh, my God.
That is great.
I got waxed on camera while interviewing my waxer. She's a little old Indian lady.
Ricky Shucks is here. Rick, come on in, dog.
They told me this is my fault because it's 9:30, but I was like, but he CBT.
Nah.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. She was just telling us about her sex show.
No, we blaming you.
And then there's a mocha for you.
2 cocks, I heard.
Yeah.
Both cocks. Okay.
You got just a regular hot chocolate right there if you want it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
If you had a chance to get any improvement on your dick, they'd basically use the plasma. That's Botox. Would you do it to make it girthier, longer? Good morning, by the way.
Good morning. I'm cool with my as is dick, but I'm not against it being enhanced.
I feel like, why not?
I mean, why not is the vibe. I've said this as far as my height goes. I feel like my dick size and curvature shape has molded so much of just who I am as a person and how I like look at life.
Yeah.
And just like, and even how far I've gotten in my career. So I wouldn't go back and change anything. But like, if it's like let's say a guy was like, hey man, boom, give you a little more girth, a little more of this. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool, fuck it, why not?
Yeah. It's a why not, but it's also why.
Yeah.
I feel like we like medium dicks though. I can't speak for you, Nikki.
Nah. I was like, why are you gonna sit here like, no, that's cute. We tell them we like, yeah.
Really? You know?
I'm a bigger person. I'm 5'9".
Nikki cooked you this big.
Big old
But the
coochie.
depth of a woman's vagina is only 4 inches.
Nah, Nikki's.
I'm just built different. It just is what it is. So if you're medium or small, I'm just not for you.
I mean, I could take a big dick. I just be doing this.
Oh, you do the
Yeah.
like the cat, like the
Curling up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like a medium to large.
yeah.
Cool.
Oh, sex sells. Sorry.
I hit them with this medium and that, I've been all right.
Honestly, whenever I see an interracial couple and the wife is black,
Yeah.
I always assume the husband has a big dick. I'm like, damn, he must got some good dick.
Yeah. I think everybody assumes that. Or he's a really good personality.
My dick got a great personality. That motherfucker is hilarious.
Oh,
But yeah, you tell me.
You were getting waxed on camera.
Oh, I got waxed by my waxer on camera. Let's see what else I did.
Which, by the way, how is that talking? Because I don't know if you guys have ever been waxed before.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting there like this, and full interview, right? I'm holding it up, and she's so adorable, like
Thumbnail.
really 65-year-old. And I'm like, so how do you market your business? The camera guys are so professional because they're. Honestly, I would say this. Most cameramen have experienced so many crazy things. Like, they're trying to make me feel more comfortable. But and the dude's like, I'm looking at you in your eye, Weezy. Well, no, look at my pussy.
it's out for a reason.
And I was trying to get a lot of hair on it so it could be like, oh. And she was holding it up too. She was like, look.
I imagine a camera dude being so concerned with how uncomfortable you are. He's like,
Hey, yo, my guys, your sex life is important, right? But your schedule is busy. Lord knows, I know. I got 2 babies running around. I got 3 freaking podcasts. It's so much. I hate it. You don't have the time to go to a doctor's office to get treated for ED. Through Hims, you can get a personalized ED treatment without stepping foot outside your door, okay? Hims provides access to a range of doctor-trusted ED treatments like chewable hard mints and Viagra and Cialis and their generics for up to 95% cheaper. Just answer a series of questions on their site, and medical provider will determine the right treatment option. If prescribed, your medication ships directly to you in discreet packaging for free. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/chaser. That's HIMS.com/chaser for your personalized ED treatment options. hims.com/chaser. The products mentioned are chewable compounded products which are not approved by or verified for safety or effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan. Yo, Lord knows it's difficult to be an entrepreneur out here in today's streets, and me with this ADHD, sometimes your boy just gets unorganized, all right? But let me tell you something. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, okay? It helps me stay organized. It helps us get everything just together and done. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between, all right? And check it out. It's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. We use it at Goody Brand. We really, really, truly do. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Bet you didn't know that. And I got a special treat for y'all, okay? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/chaser, all lowercase. All you got to do is go to shopify.com/chaser to upgrade your selling today. That's shopify.com/chaser.
your pussy looks great.
There's a lot of this.
I've been naked so much on sex sells now. They don't see me naked, but I've done naked yoga. I took a bath with this woman, a black woman that engineered like a CBD bath bomb for your pussy to relax.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting there interviewing her in the bathtub like, this is a great job.
That's so fun.
I did a weed dinner with Rory and one of my homegirls, Hope Giselle. She's a trans actress. Let's see. Charlemagne and I judged some OnlyFans girls' feet. We've had some Perico Nasty and I explored weird sex toys. I painted a nude model with Brent Fayette. We've done, but the best guest is my mom.
Well, what'd you do at your
So
mom?
my mother never knows what she's going to do on the show.
Hilarious.
So and it's real. She's just so down and open for whatever. My funnest memory of doing it with her was literally a phone sex education class.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I was
That's
like,
fun.
so I take care of my parents. I'm like, and the guy, the trope is, Mom, we got to get you a job. So she sits down. I'm like, you're going to learn how to do phone sex. And she's like, oh, like kind of like she knew how to do it.
Oh.
She was way too good.
Oh, word?
Oh, no.
It was hard. I know it is. So I was like,
God.
Mother.
Take the phone from her. Hey.
There's a sex doll factory. Actually, they make dolls for Westworld now.
Ooh,
I
so
took her
them
there.
shits probably look Like real.
The pussy, everything was real. The vein and the dick. So my mom is working in the factory while I'm interviewing the business owner, and I didn't get to see her. I'm watching it back, and she's in there like, and this is a good one. My daughter's gonna love this one. She pulls out a big black one. Meanwhile, my mother's black. But we see how unambiguous I am. I'm ambiguous. But no, it's been really dope. I just love exploring shit with my friends. The celebrity episodes are cool, but like doing shit with your friends is fun.
Yeah.
You ever like, what's the crazy shit they had you actually, would you say like the waxing was the crazy shit you did on there, or like where you felt the most exposed?
Ironically, it's not the nudity.
Is it emotional shit?
No, I was I interviewed a guy named Johnny Darko, and he was filming a blow bang scene.
Okay.
And I was around a bunch of cameras, and he was going to teach me how a porn was made. For some reason, seeing 8 naked men, I thought would be exciting, and I just was like, I can't do this.
Oh, wait, were you in the position of the would-be blow bang saver?
I was watching it and watching how he directs.
Yeah.
But it was just like, if they couldn't get hard, what if they look at me? I was thinking, oh wait, I did interview LenaThePlug, and she had me start off a porn for her.
In what way?
So basically, she was gonna masturbate with whatever sex toys were delivered, and she put me in this little UPS outfit. And
You delivered.
I delivered the dick.
I was gonna make a joke like, got a pizza here.
Yeah, it was so bad. And she looked so good, and I'm just sitting there like, here. I was kind of frumpy. But the no jumper audience is kind of mean already, and I was like, they're gonna be, but that was cool. It's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I bet.
I don't know what I'm gonna make you do, but
what? Oh, when we do an episode? Yeah, I'm down. Let me know, man.
I'm trying to do an episode surrounded by, each one is like a genre or a theme. I want to do an episode about parenting in a weird way. I know that sounds weird to be sexual. However, there's a lot of teachers that teach parents how to find themselves sexy again. There's like the mommy and me but nude. There's just like so many little things. So I'm like, what can we do with dads?
Oh, put me in a diaper.
ABDL, adult baby diaper life.
Oh, ABDL.
Oh, I could totally see Tim.
Adult diaper
that.
baby something. It might be confusing.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
And they pee and shit in it, yeah.
Oh, word.
Oh.
Okay, not for me.
We interviewed a guy
skip
years
that
ago
part.
on Whorible that did that, and like, I remember when he walked in, we cut his face off. He looked really good. It was like maybe 6 foot black dude, real like fit. And I remember thinking like, this nigga that be shitting it.
My name Darnell.
He was great.
I like to shit and piss on myself. And
Google Gaga, you know what I'm saying?
He wears it to the gym, Ricky.
What?
Oh, God.
He's like, yeah, sometimes people see it a little. He really, but you have to be so confident to be able to handle something so humiliating in a way. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he's so used to people being intimidated by him, he wants to be treated like a little baby. You know what I'm saying?
Like the cop that wants to be beat up. They always say that.
Yeah. The complete opposite of what he's used to in his regular personal
I like a little shit
just a
talk.
baby. Just a baby.
That shit is wild.
Interesting. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, let me know, man. I'm down. Depending. I mean, shit's different now. I'm married and shit with kids. Puts a little.
Yeah, I can only fuck a couple of people.
Is Tim one of the married friends that keep bringing up how, like, we stressed out about being single, and he's just like, with my wife and kids, I have to go.
Not really, but anything he's doing, he says it a lot. So you hear, I got these kids.
Yeah. What time do we gotta shoot tomorrow? I got these kids.
Well, that's
I gotta
just
check
facts,
with
dude.
I gotta check with the nanny and the wife. I'm married and you're not. So I have things and
Oh,
obligations.
that's why you be so mad.
Yeah.
When you're not lonely, you gotta ask people
You know what I mean? Like, we don't live by yourself. And, you have people who care about your well-being. I got to check in occasionally. So, let me ask my loved
I was trying
ones.
to reschedule the session. I'm like, yeah, I got to check with wifey and the nanny. Nikki was like, all right. Oh, the nanny too? I'm like, why is she so upset?
But I said, that's not the answer we were looking for, Tim. Tim, what do you want to do? He goes, I got to check with my wife first. We're like, okay. And then he goes, well, now I got to check with the nanny. I said, nobody gives a fuck about the nanny.
It's a chain.
What does the nanny look like?
She is a 20-something slender Greek woman. With
Not in my house.
Nah, it's safe. That's safe.
yeah.
Well, because he's never there.
Maybe it's not your type either. I don't know.
I don't be home with the nanny
But why you said she was slender?
because you asked me what she looked like.
Said, just sexy as fuck. Fat ass.
Everything I've ever dreamed
What she
of.
look like? Sweet titties.
If there was any type of woman I would cheat on my wife with, it'd probably be the nanny.
Yeah, thank God she's just a nanny.
Have y'all seen that Twitter clip of the Colombian nanny that's like gorgeous and she's got the little boy and she's speaking Spanish to him?
No.
She real fine. At first I thought it was an OnlyFans clip when I first saw the body, but she's dancing with the little boy and she's like, oh, little papi. And people in the comments like, that woman has God behind her. What the heck? Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless there was like some side deal where we were fucking in it, even then, I don't know.
No.
Like, a hot nanny fantasy kind of gets me going. But what about the days where I feel like shit, and then you got this hot bitch?
Yeah, no, my mom better stay alive for when I have kids. You moving in, Mom. I'm trying to make her healthy now. Like, we got some time, lady. I need you to move in eventually.
I think nannies are only problem if they live with you. Because while
they
they're
can suck
there,
dick on their off time.
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
they don't got no off time. While they're there, they got to be watching the kid. You can't suck my dick while you're watching my kid.
Yeah, and I can't have my mom move in and watch the kids either because my mom's titties ain't nice.
What the fuck am I looking at all day?
They cool.
Shit is alright, I guess.
But yeah, I don't be like reminiscing about single. Was that the question? You were gonna ask about something about single days. You said,
oh no, I was gonna say, do you enjoy using your kids as a lie? I feel like
all day, every day. I love it because especially when it be so many people just trying to hang out spontaneously, and I'm like, we're not even friends, bro. But now I can be like, oh man, you can't hit me up last minute. I got the kids, bro. I got man, we got date, we got school. It's another birthday party on Sunday.
it's always the kid's fucking birthday. Fuck these.
So yeah, it's great. It's quality, especially for somebody like me. Like Nikki Blade said, I don't. Even when I was single. Yeah, I enjoy going out, but I really don't like people like that. You know what I'm saying? So now I have the perfect excuse to flake on anybody. It's amazing. Somebody the other day, they had to flake on something. They're like, oh my God, don't hate me. I'm like, bro, canceling plans is my love language. Yeah. Now you talking
favorite
to
thing
me.
to do.
Please.
Loves it.
But you know what people do? I don't know if you guys have kids or but me neither. I feel like people make you feel like because you single with no kids that you got time. Like, what was you doing? I really
Ain't like you gotta watch no kids. Like, nigga, I got shit to do too.
Yeah.
To kill off the dog so much. She's sick again. No, honestly, I cannot wait to have an excuse like that.
It's pretty great.
But I do think I will be the worst. I'm talking about family planning with my boyfriend now. And every time we have a wild night, like we stayed out till 11 a.m. the other night. Not even kidding.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
New York shit.
11 a.m.
That is New York shit.
We're just fucking dancing.
Great.
We're at some weird ass warehouse. And we're on the way back, and my friend sends a picture of her and her kids. She was like, oh, we miss you guys. And he was like, hey, maybe not 2 years. We were strung out.
Yeah.
Not the Molly's coming down. He's like, maybe 3, 4 years. I was starting to look into fertility. Well, can I have a baby at 38? Like, I don't know. But I also know that probably like yourself, like once you kick into gear, you kick into gear.
Once the gear is kicked, the gear is fucking propped up and kicked and the motherfucking is in storage, man. It's like, I'm just, okay, yeah, not gonna lie, now every shoot I'm on is like, all right, we got a little excuse to turn up. Nikki, it's 9:30 a.m. You trying to have some mezcal?
I'm like, absolutely. I'm definitely that friend like, what? Breakfast. Yes, we drink it.
Because I just don't, for one, I don't be out for no reason.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm not about to leave the babies at home with wifey just for some shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm out, it's for a bag or I'm pretending like I'm networking. You know what I'm saying? So I can be like, oh, baby girl, baby, I'm sorry, I gotta go.
No, this mezcal bottle in your hand at 9:30, this is I have 2 kids.
Then what's my excuse? I'm like,
have y'all ever hung out with your friends that just got married or had a baby? Oh, it's the best. They want to get
go out. Yeah. When they get that first little bit away.
They're scary.
Yeah.
My homegirl literally pumped and dumped in the car with me. She
like took a shit?
She's
damn, she can't shit at home.
So she's
Not in
famous.
peace.
And they had paparazzi took a photo of her. And we were out in this other city and literally she was like, bitch, tell the driver to come over here. I was like, why? She was like, because I'm starting to get full. And I'm like, what? Because, you know about pumping, but it just didn't hit me.
Oh, her titties.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
Pumped in the car.
Yeah.
This whole time I was
Got
like,
the tequila out the titty and we read up. And I was like, yo, when you had a second one, bitch, we going harder. Yeah, no. My homeboys that have kids, I don't know if you're that girl, Nikki. I feel like you are, where you're the girl that the wives, they're like, okay, you're not going to fuck my man. They get that. Like, you're not that one. So they're like, yes, fine. You're going out with her. Go have a good time. And it's like, I'm that girl that the guys want to party with. And I really enjoy that.
That's great.
Camaraderie sometimes.
Yeah.
And especially when they just have kids. That's the best.
So who would you say is more fun to party with? Your friend who just got married and had kids and their night out, or the one that just got broken up with?
The one
For the wild time.
Okay, so
They be crying.
they do be crying.
But they be down for anything, though. The friend that just got broken up with, that's on some fuck you
onto
shit.
something. Hold on.
Think about it.
The wilder night may happen with them, but then
Yes.
the aftercare, I'm
no,
I'm
no.
good.
yeah, and I don't have time for that shit.
How's that ever been you? Because bitch, it be me.
Yeah.
If I crash out, it's only over a nigga.
Or look, let me
I got
tell
a
you
lot of
this.
shit going on in my life. It depends on the day. Like, what are we upset about?
Let me take that next level. The worst is when you're hooking up with somebody who's thinking they want to wild out, but they're still heartbroken.
Oh, no.
And I've had a mid smash. Tears been like, oh man.
I thought it was good dick, Tim.
It was so good.
It made her
made
cry.
He was like, oh,
about being in love.
Dude, I had a partner that on our, when you go on a little break with his face,
We not together no
he
more.
told me while we were on a break, he had sex with a girl that stopped him in the middle of it and was like, yeah, something's off. I feel like you only called me because there's some rebound shit. And he was like, yo, I don't know if I was just stroking it right or if I just had a look in my face. And he was like, but I realized like men and women do the same thing. Like I was mad at you, so I called some old hoes. Like you're mad at me, so you on fucking Snapchat talking about, I'm living my life.
But let me tell you this. Stopping it because it looks like some rebound shit is some girl shit, not no guy shit.
Yeah.
A dude will
really
never be
want
like,
me.
she look like she's still hurting right now, man.
Let me make
You're
her
thinking
feel
about
better.
him, aren't you?
Let me pull out.
Let me stroke her hair a little bit.
Let's pause this and have a
Do you
conversation.
want to talk about your feelings?
I actually have, anytime I've done a breakup or rebound sex, I let the guy know what type of experience I need. I'm pretty vocal on what I need.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
great.
listen, I'm kind of going through it. I need to be cuddled and shit. Like, I'm gonna give you some pussy, but like, we gotta watch a movie.
That's
Wear
great.
this shirt. What? Smell like nigga.
Why is it so big? How big is your ex? Like, geez, is he coming home? I'm concerned.
Hilarious.
I do go for the opposite though. Like, I have a type and it's locks. Like, I just love locks. Even long hair, like if it's a woman, if it's a white dude, I like long hair.
You like white dudes with locks too?
Not them. I don't like Asian with locks either.
I understand.
I really, it's gotta be black.
Yeah.
But I just like long hair in general. And I was thinking like, yeah, if I have a rebound moment, I go the whole other way.
So what does that look like?
Like, let's just say I'm with a conservative guy. Maybe he's like a corporate dude. The next, no offense, gotta be a funny fat nigga. Like, I'm not going for the fucking tidied up guy that's like always in the gym. I want the dad bod, bro. I want the fucking funny, like, I need that because you were so up your own ass. Then let's say I'm with the plug. Then I need the guy who's a nerd.
Hilarious.
Then, it's
Why you
like
point at me when you say nerd?
glasses.
He said, I could be a plug too.
But see, there is something about the funny dude, and I say funny fat dude because funny skinny guys don't really necessarily lead without ego. And the funny fat dudes slip into your panties real easy. Cause they done fucked me way too easy. They just make you think like, are we friends? And then I start sucking dick.
I've talked about this before
Yep.
on this podcast.
Yes.
You see the shock in their eye, like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Sir, how'd you do this? And I was like,
And
got you.
funny fat and funny short have a very similar
Dude.
situations. Yeah.
Ooh, but the short guys too. The other thing is short guys historically are better at eating pussy. They got bigger dicks. I don't know why. There's like something else there. Yeah, I don't know.
I've preached the pussy eating fact many a day. Yeah. Yeah. I think, well, here's what
You got to be overly good.
Well, the thought process is, you feel like as a short dude, you don't get attention immediately when you walk in the room like as a tall dude would. So you do other things to bring the attention back down. Like, be funny, smell good, dress nice, eat good pussy. You know what I'm saying?
I imagine you walk around a party. Can I eat it? Can I eat it? Can I eat it? You want somebody to eat it?
You want to see a magic trick?
You want to see a magic trick? It's harder to be shorter.
Magic trick is crazy.
I think it's harder to be shorter because the confidence is different and people automatically write you off.
It's fake.
Short dudes be really overly aggressive sometimes. And they don't know how to just be in their own masculinity, which is kind of weird. Whereas I feel like women like bigger dudes. They like, and now bodies are so much more acceptable that it's changed a little bit. But short, when I'm swiping on apps and shit, and I see girls saying like, no short, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's aggressive.
Like, it's so aggressive.
Blocking
You never
your
write that
blessings,
down.
bro.
Even if it's a no, bitch, you had to put it. Like, you could just swipe left.
You don't need to write that.
He said, don't even waste my time.
And that's, to your point, it's a lot of, I think it's difficult. There are a lot of short dudes who like, yeah, some of us are just like comfortable in our shortness and be like, nah, it is what it is. Like, I'm so dope. And that's where you get like real confidence.
Yeah.
But then you got the dudes, the little man complex. They feel like they need to outwardly make up for it. They need to show off whatever they feel like they are being judged that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? So
That
you got this
is the
overcompensation.
weirdest shit.
I know. It's corny.
We feel
That's-
it too. We're just like, all right, bro.
That's where the healthy delusion we talk about comes
Yes.
in.
Yeah.
I feel tall till tall niggas come around. I'm like, oh yeah.
Wait, how tall are you?
5'8"-ish.
That's it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, you have a tall energy. I thought you were gonna say 6 feet.
I think in my head, until a tall nigga walks by, I'm 6'3".
How tall you think I am?
5'7"?
Guess what? 5'4", bitch.
Bam.
Wow.
5'4"?
He's giving tall energy today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of are.
Huh?
How tall's your wife?
Like 5'4", same.
Okay, good. You can nose to nose kid.
Yeah.
I think that's what's the tallest woman you've been with? I'm sorry.
We've talked about that.
She's like 5'11". Wait, she would say
No,
she was
6 foot.
Yeah.
That's the bucket one, right?
bucket one,
The bucket
yeah,
one.
yeah.
He used to have to stand on the bucket.
You're fucking lying.
Yeah, okay, so y'all have heard this story a million times. But
Make it quick.
no, yeah, I did.
It's a favorite. it's a fan favorite. We love this
Okay,
one.
good.
So it was a beautiful tall woman I was canoodling with, and one day we're like, "Yo, it'd be so fun if we smashed outside, right?" And but of course, standing up, genitalia doesn't always line up when you got that much of a height difference.
Yeah.
So I was being resourceful, saw a bucket in the garden, turned it upside down, and stood on top of it so we could.
Did she know?
Did she? Of course.
She encouraged it. She said, stand on that.
yeah. So then, made it happen.
She said, my back hurts. I can't keep bending down.
I know a woman who's 6'4", and she literally told me a few years ago, and it was so memorable. There was a guy staring at her in the club, and there was a few ball players in the club. And she was like, if he come over and talk to me, that's what I'm gonna fuck tonight. And she was like, you don't get it. When they on me, and she was like, and they know they could get me, she was like, that's what we want.
And he was little?
Yeah. Maybe, or not little, maybe 5'9", but she was 6'4".
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Is 6'4". But
Lot of
yeah,
little
I think like people just feel that. I think men too, like interviewing celebrities over the years, something memorable I heard once was this dude being like, there'd be so many like IG baddies in the club. And he's like, and when like a normal hot girl comes up to me, just a pretty girl, and she's just confident, he's like, I love being booed up with them in the club because them bitches be hating.
And look, that was my thought process when I would approach tall women. I felt like they were so used to one type of dude approaching them because other dudes would be intimidated. I'd be like, let me step up. Hey, what's good?
Why you like that?
What's good up there? And they'd be like, no, you know what? Sure.
Do you find that men are intimidated by your height?
I feel like anybody who approaches me is extremely confident. Like, I don't feel like the height is intimidation, but
Now
if,
she said, as you can see, I'm beautiful.
He said, "Yo, he talking to me. You must be confident."
no,
What?
because I swear I get the most arrogant, like I really do. Like I get really arrogant guys that come up to me and talk to me initially. And then once those ones walk away, then like the other people are like, oh, she's not into that shit. She's not that type of person. I know I look away when I'm standing there. I really do look like an asshole sometimes when I'm out. So I know what I look like.
Right. And that I was going to say.
I know what I look like when I'm out.
If we talk about people putting on confidence, it might be dudes just feeling like, oh, I'm going to have to come correct if I'm talking to her.
Because I'm like 6 foot in heels, 6 foot, 6'1". So normally like all of us above, we're all looking at each other already. Like, you walk into the club and it's like everybody over 6 foot, we're making eye contact naturally.
Y'all trying to go somewhere after this?
Because I've definitely walked into a spot and seen somebody and been like, you. And they look at me and I'm like, yes.
Yo, tall girls living in New York, because Fashion Week, it is like being amongst the animals. It's like, like things that I think when I was a kid, I probably would have made fun of. Now I'm like, I feel completely intimidated by it. I mean, the older you get, you know, you're in that era of just loving who you are.
Yeah.
But I remember when I first moved to New York, I was like, oh, these are the bad bitches. It's not the BBL.
No. Because I was even at a charity event last month, and you saw like there's a lot of beautiful women. Then you see some of the women that have their bodies done. And again, they're beautiful, but there's a way that they're treated differently amongst certain people. Like you naturally see who's gravitating towards who, and then you'll see like a bad ass looking girl with just big boobs and big ass. And you're like, damn, she's sexy. But nobody here wants to talk to her because of the way that she looks, because they're just assuming it's one type of thing. You'll see like you just see some women, you're like, yeah, you are stunning.
There's so many different like modes I've had in my life where now the beauty I appreciate is so different. Like Dasha Polanco comes to mind.
Who's that?
She was on Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
She's like thick and not like necessarily super in shape thick. But to me, it's such a natural, like big breast.
The Dominican girl?
Yeah.
I love a sloppy thick.
I'm sorry, what? Don't ever call it
in the best
sloppy.
way.
Never
In the best
use
way.
the word
In the best
sloppy.
way.
It's just
Whoa.
like when you know they homegrown. You know
I said I love it.
But that's the wrong. Whoa.
Yeah, it was wrong.
That's wrong. You said a lot of things
it's a
that are
comedy
fucked
part.
up, but I had to say sloppy.
I'm saying I like it.
Sloppy is crazy. Son.
Wow.
You can't say that.
I'm
We
just
we
saying.
describe white girls leaving the clubs with no shoes on as sloppy, not a body type.
Oh, I love making fun of white people.
I'm
I get what
I'm
you.
saying
I
it's
get
a
what
positive
you're saying.
thing.
Is it a positive
Yes.
thing?
I'm saying I love it.
Damn, baby.
Bitch is cute.
You don't take care of yourself at all. Huh? I like
Bitches
that.
cute. Break it up, shit.
I didn't even say bitches.
Oh,
I would never.
I'm so
Never call these sloppy hoes bitches.
I'm PC in one world, but I can't stop calling women bitches. I remember, Denisha, you remember when we first started working together and I apologized to you?
Did you call Denisha a bitch all the time?
Because like we were messaging. It was really early on when we opened. And I was like, bitch. And I said something in a text message. And I was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, it's cool.
That's not what I meant.
But when I started getting comfortable, that's how I talk.
You don't mind when I say it, right, Denisha? No.
That's a bad thing.
It's like, who's this email from? HR? Where did we get HR?
If there's something we learned, you can call girls bitches, but you can't call them females.
Yeah. And we're about to learn that you can't call them sloppy. Wait for the comment.
That one took me back.
Oh, that was nice of you. a little thin girl ally.
I'm like, oh my God.
Semantics.
Talk about them like that.
On camera?
I think it's good.
When I think of a lot of the shit that's been said on this podcast, that might have been one of the first things that really took me back that far. I was like,
really?
oh my, yeah.
Well, that's probably why we did a rebrand. We had way too much with Whorible.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your podcast is rebranding. You're not going to be called Horrible Decisions anymore.
Well, it's behind a paywall because I mean, it's just too many threesomes we're having on a regular for me to, cut it off. But yeah, I mean, after almost a decade, I think it really hit us with the Nissan ad. So basically, someone had come up to my co-host. We did a Black Effect Festival. They're under iHeart. And Nissan was like, yo, we really wanted to give y'all a car, but like the name. Which is kind of crazy because how much is it? But, there's so many things that we've missed out on. Like, there's a lot of podcasters that are smaller than us that have done things like Essence or Revolt. And it's like, damn, why? Even people that are doing talks about sex that aren't even in the field like we are.
Right.
And we realize it's definitely the name. Because the content is kind of similar across the board with girl podcasts about sex.
Yeah.
The rise of Call Her Daddy, of course, taught us a lot about what, not just blackness, but the name too. So, we just wanted to try something new. And again, like being in your 30s, starting the show at 25, we talk about different things. I guess now it seems like there's so much therapy talk and it's like, God damn, these bitches, are they depressed? But yeah, I think it was a long time coming and it's great to not break up too. So it's like, the whole shit you get for $5 on Patreon like they've had the last few years. And then to make a new show that kind of is more up to date with how content is. And we're going to record it together after this, which I'm really excited because we haven't recorded with people on decisions yet. But just talking about more current shit and like, I guess, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I think our fans will still enjoy it because it's still us.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're tuning in for. And it's growth. So if you want what they like, they can pay for it. And now you can also reach into a new audience.
And they're aging with us too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the best. Because you can still be authentically yourself, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna understand that. They ain't gonna feel like you changed. You're just gonna get it. You know
the only thing though, at live shows, maybe we are changing because a lot of girls are like, I listened to you in high school. And I was like, bitch, I ain't that old.
Like, how old are you? How old were you in high school?
But they be 20, 24, 25. And I'm like, oh my God, you really did listen to me since high school. Like, it's crazy. How long has No Chaser been around?
We're going on. This will be the 6th year once it hits February, I feel. 6-year anniversary.
So,
but we've been doing this shit for long enough to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all raised me.
Yeah.
Excuse me, little nigga? I mean, grown man. What you talking about?
Actually.
Oh, you have a No Chaser story?
So the way that Whorible Decision started was me going on a friend's podcast at the time. And it was called No Chaser. And I was like their biggest episode. I wasn't like an Instagram personality at the time, but people really enjoyed me. And I went on this show and was like, oh, I got to make a podcast. I hit up Mandy. We started the show. We've been doing articles, Vice, Essence, Mike Magazine, different Refinery 29. And when they ask the origin story and I tell them No Chaser, they're like, this one? I'm like, no, they don't exist anymore. But they'll like link your podcast. So many people thought I was on this show first.
Oh, whoa. It's like this is like a time loop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It's like, was his name Hodor before? Because this shit happened, did he hold the door for what? How? This is crazy.
Oh, that's funny. Nah, but like, because we've been around 8 years, so it was right at the time we started getting articles, No Chaser.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, that's not them.
How funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's actually, when I first started No Chaser, I was like, are there other No Chasers? And they're like, oh, the get around is it's No Chaser with Tim Chantarangsu. That's what it is. Like it's that slight difference. You got all types of different fucking No Chasers on the
There was
There's so many podcasts with the same name.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. Glad we gave you your start. Glad we inspired you.
Oh my God, and now my full circle, my new start.
Oh shit.
What?
Meant to be.
Wow, this is
Fuck
crazy.
your friends.
Right now, we're talking like it's crazy.
It's crazy, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, man. Oh, well, I mean, and let's touch on that before we get out of here. What made you decide that I'ma be the one to have where people record their podcasts at? Like where? Because I know this shit's popping. You know what I'm saying? Coast to coast, you got everybody recording at the WTF studio.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. So how did that come about?
So, brokenness is when ideas are
True.
Fact.
Very true.
You ever been like real broke in a room with niggas and you're like, we should start an Airbnb business? It's like one of those moments.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So during the pandemic, my business partner, Alex Media, had a PPP loan. And he was like, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this. And we always wanted to work together. And I had a bad experience at another podcast studio like a month before. And we were just like, yo, that's what we should make. Because in the pandemic, so many people were creating podcasts. And we just decided to do it. One thing I really, to this day, love to honor is our prices never went up. Nah, I don't know how long this will be.
Don't quote me.
But really, we wanted to be affordable. And something he even said that I was against, but it ended up working out. He wanted to spend like $50K in cameras. And this was 2020. I was like, how? We're only charging people $150 for an angle. Like there's no way we can do that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but everybody's going to come to us because the quality is going to be so good
True.
that it won't matter. I'm like, no, we're never going to make money. But honestly, it was the slow burn. We paid our employees well. I wanted to pay them more than any other podcast studio. But we paid them well. And the first year, we made a bunch of money. I think transparently, we made like maybe $300K for a first studio. And it was
Like profit?
no.
Oh, okay.
300K is what we made. And we're like, that's a lot of money for just a podcast studio, right?
Sure, yeah.
So we opened up another one, and then that money doubled. And then we finally, at the third year, decided to pay ourselves. We gave 3 raises before we paid ourselves. We opened LA before we paid ourselves. So really reinvesting that. And every time we get a big check, it's like, okay, should we open in a studio? Should we upgrade things? And we're so lucky to be in a position to keep doing it. We've never spent money again out of our own pocket. Everything has been overhead.
amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really just wanted to make something that felt like home. I always like talk about how I feel like the employees, when you walk into someone you can get a drink with, because that was kind of the vibe I wanted. Sometimes I would walk into studios and people were just weird. And I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, we love
Very
that.
true.
Yeah, give her a raise.
Yeah.
she got promoted.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
almost kind of twice.
Oh, amazing.
Hey.
Actually, both her and Danny, yeah. Like, well, our LA team is small. We even spent Christmas together. That's how small it is.
Oh, that's adorable.
No, now that New York is because we started there. And also LA has a lot more people that make their content at home. Like that I've noticed. But the New York studios is a lot, but I don't feel like we're as close, which is kind of crazy. There's like some niggas I don't like in there. I'm just playing. No, it's really cool to have this like bi-coastal thing. But honestly, even knowing that like there's days where even Danny or Denise will post somebody and I was like, Nick Cannon was in there. Wasn't that your show? I was like, what the fuck? Or like Rich Paul and then like Jay Leno. David Letterman, that was crazy.
David Letterman was in here?
In the New York one.
Oh, shit.
No, Dr. Umar freaked me out. Yeah, Kerry Washington, Scarlett Johansson. I'm like,
Kerry Washington was here? This chair?
no, it wasn't
Oh, I
this
was
one.
about to sniff it right now.
Who's the most famous person that's been in the LA studio? Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Issa Rae.
Very.
Who's the most famous white lady?
That's Beyonce's dad.
Beyonce.
He don't got a name.
Tina, okay, Miss Tina, that's pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one I feel like you were the most excited. We get it. She said you were good.
Hey.
I'm trying to think who like really, Dr. Umar shocked me. And that's how I knew it was black owned. He's like, shut the fuck up. Some 90 Day Fiancé stars. I'm a big fan.
Oh, me too.
I think it's the best American franchise of all time.
It's hilarious. Y'all have Big Ed in here?
what?
Big Ed?
Oh, I thought he was.
I was asking you.
No, Big Ed wasn't here.
Yeah, he's
But,
next.
Oh, he's a comedian guy. Shit. We had Jasmine in here.
Which one was that?
Jasmine and Gino.
I gotta look. It's a
You're
lot
not
of
a
seasons.
fan.
It's a lot of seasons.
Oh, wait. No. I know the most famous person. Who's the white guy from not Deadpool? Ryan something?
Reynolds?
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds was in here?
Whoa.
The New York one.
Oh,
God
see, I was about
damn
to
it.
sniff this seat. Well, shit, man, that's beautiful. I love that story, and I fuck with you. We did as soon as we met you at that dinner.
I know, that was so dope.
We thought you were just cool. So you go to these events, you meet a lot of just lame people.
Yeah.
You normally me and Rick go to these events, we just talk to each other because motherfuckers be lame.
Yeah, then they just send me the update. It was lame. You didn't miss it.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
How's it been for you guys? Like, this is a lot of work to put in to have someone that doesn't live here. What's it like? Do you feel the pressure?
No.
Enjoy coming to
I love it. I love it because I got into radio. So I was doing morning radio. And then that's when Tim talked about the podcast. So I needed to stay up there. And then I was doing radio in San Francisco. So going back and forth was perfect for me. I like LA, but I don't love it enough to move. So it's been great. And it's a good way to get out of the Bay.
Yeah.
I like that I can come and then I can leave.
And I like that I have a little bit of people still on Patreon so I can afford to bring her out.
Thank you.
Shout out to y'all because I don't be putting shit on Patreon.
Yes,
Thank
Rick,
you
He about to
guys.
start. He about
But
to start. Put his
yes,
stuff on Patreon.
yes. You guys already know what happened. All right, you already know what happened.
yeah.
But I appreciate y'all doing that as a business expense because I think it's almost a little unfair, like, the value, right? Even though you guys started to get like the value that Nikki brings to your show, you
definitely.
know, like, hey, we gotta spend this. My co-host and I do that too. Like when she has to come to LA because I'm working here, like, and now she's moving to Atlanta, so I'll be going down there.
Oh,
and
word.
I honestly think it can work. That's a lot of effort. People don't realize that with a podcast.
I mean, look, and I mean, I'm sure to find a baddie that can also communicate and bring that personality and speaking experience, it's slim pickings.
I was like, I come with a resume. I was like, I actually speak for a living, you guys.
Yeah, hot smart girls are just not,
Oh man, we've been wanting to say that for so long, but we can't. Thank you.
Thank God.
A girl
Yeah,
got
we should
to say
have
it.
more women on the show.
Wait, tell me the private convo y'all had about Nikki being hot.
Oh no, not about her. Just about
In general.
Just in general.
hot girls.
Yeah. Because we can't
But
talk
you can
about
say smart, funny, hot girls.
Fuck that. Y'all don't say that?
Nah.
No, a lot of you hot bitches are dodo birds. Oh my God. Like, I don't know why people are having hot TikTokers on. I don't know why hot bitches make podcasts. We don't care about, like, it was Sephora and it's like so crazy. Like, everything crazy.
That's funny as fuck.
Tell me about your weekend.
I loved when I would walk in and they're like, who's this? What is she doing here? I'm like, bitch, I work here. Move out of my seat.
But as far as that conversation, real quick, he was like, "Oh yeah, Nikki's gonna do it." I was like, "Oh, dope." That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys
We already knew
know
she
you need a
was-
woman to break up the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I needed that because, you know, me and Rick, we've known each other for so long. We pretty much like agree on everything.
Yeah.
So, and once initially the podcast was mainly like sex and relationship talk and advice. So I was like,
So we
we
needed
will
that.
need a different perspective.
And it was after we did Wildin' Out, right?
Yeah. So I had known Nikki Blades through social media shit.
Yeah.
And then she was on Wildin' Out. She was Wildin' Out girl for a couple seasons. And I knew she was doing radio. And I just knew her as a person. I knew she'd be good for this type of shit. So, you know, I was like, hey, are you down?
I remember the phone call. I was like, yes. Yes. Get me the fuck out of Stockton. I was in Stockton at the time. So I was like, yeah.
I don't
Love
know
it.
what
Let's
that
go. Oh, you don't know? Oh,
California shit.
Oh,
It's
wow.
California
You don't
shit.
know Stockton?
It's Cali shit. Don't worry
Sorry,
about it.
Stockton. Don't come for her.
I don't.
It's okay. She's a New Yorker. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. When people are like, we had another girl. We interviewed Jenna Hayes, a porn star from back in the day. It was so cool to talk to her. I'm just a lover of all eras of porn.
Oh,
She was like, yeah, in Fullerton. And I'm like, I'm gonna guess that's here. Cause she
yeah. It's okay. You start talking about the boroughs in New York.
Yeah, we're going to be like,
I probably
Fuck
couldn't
outta
even.
here.
Probably couldn't even name them shit.
Okay, let's do a quick quiz.
What? Okay, go.
All right. I'm gonna point at y'all. I'm gonna say a neighborhood. You gotta tell me the borough it's in.
What is a borough?
There's five boroughs.
Yeah, it's 5, but let's go. I'll try. Go.
Okay.
Don't.
Dykeman.
Dykeman, that is in, that's not in the Bronx.
Damn.
Is it?
No.
No.
Wait.
Dykeman's in Manhattan.
There we go.
Yeah.
Easy one. Bed-Stuy.
Oh, easy.
I'm from the West Coast.
You don't know Bed-Stuy?
Brooklyn. No, I don't.
Long Island City.
Long Island.
Queens.
Okay, yeah.
Really? That's a trick question.
It was.
All right, where's Modesto? See, look, we're saying things we don't know.
What's Cupertino? What's the apple?
Is it Cupertino?
Apple tell me
We
Cupertino.
tried to-
Oh, that's up by
the
where I
time.
stay. That's up
Yeah,
by
that's
me.
up there.
That's up
Yeah.
by me.
Bro, I'll be like, is this? I thought the phone was Chinese.
Oh my
What the
God.
fuck is Cupertino?
Apple, they say it's made in China, but then I'll be seeing
Cupertino
is out.
Cupertino.
Yeah, out
That's
by
like the most elitist.
That's our time zone.
Yeah, Cupertino. That's out.
You didn't notice
I
that?
don't know what they're talking. I'm zoned out at this point. I'm lost. Y'all lost me at Cupertino. I don't know what the fuck's happening anymore.
You never look at your phone like when you looking
The
at the
time
time zones.
What's Cupertino?
He has two
That's
kids.
the
You guys.
city.
Out.
Up,
Which means you should know.
It's not in the Bay, but it's in Northern California, right?
Yeah, it's out
Yeah.
by like Palo Alto.
I'm actually shocked you never saw that. But anyway.
You don't be paying attention.
I don't. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching another episode of No Trace Podcast. Shout out to our guest Weezy for coming through. It was beautiful. We about to be on her shit after this. I don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna come out first, but it don't matter. Make sure you
This
like,
will.
comment.
You
Okay.
guys will see them in like 2 weeks or so.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. Thank you for watching No Chaser Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Bye.